Yeah, I don't know, fam.
It's really fuck. True, but dude, I'm excited, low key, a little bit for tonight, bro. Cause I think it's cool that it's so cool to like DJ like certain events. You know, I think that
House
we
parties.
party a lot of like, well, when we go out and like we are surrounded like with like the DJing and stuff, it's usually like going to shows for like uh EDM dance music, like more like rave ambience rather than like the house party vibe. And like after this podcast, we're about to go to this house and like do a function, and it's like top 40 that got thrown. I think it's always just so cool, like every now and then, because I don't really do that as much anymore. Like I used to back in the day, like in high school, because now we're just like doing more like rave dance music, more stuff, more style events. And I think it's real cool to kind of like step outside of that realm and then just kind of do the DJing stuff, just the DJing stuff, not have to worry about like that what comes like the the industry or like what you might be focused on. So it's like it's just real cool to just like play different kind of music. I'm curious to see how I do because yeah, I'm just trying to figure out like because I try to stay kind of updated with hip hop, but like you just never know, especially if you're not playing a lot of like those hip hop. You never know you never truly know what works. Like out on the floor if you're not attending those type of events as often.
I feel like we never with hip hop. It's such a different thing, just because you never know like what type of crowd you're gonna get and what type of hip hop they want to listen to, because like there's different types of like top 40 in hip hop. Like there's some crowds. Well, we're in Moreno Valley, so I'm thinking like I don't know. Like I can't really say anymore because time's passed. So I don't really know what works at a house party.
Like when was the last time you did like tonight seems like it's gonna be like a house function. Like age demographic from when I got the info is like seems to be like 20s going into 30s, like our age group, but maybe a little bit younger, like 22, 23, and then older could be 30, 35.
So if it's our age group, like we shouldn't have no problem just playing the stuff that we used to play.
Right.
Um, but
Like we used to play,
but
right.
also like it depends if these people are active listeners of
Mm,
hip hop and
okay.
if they're still that type of crowd, because then they listen to everything that's new and they probably want new stuff. But at the same time, who knows? Because like I said, some people just want like throwback hip hop
I feel
music,
you.
and that's all they want. They don't want anything new. They just want to remember all the old
Yeah,
stuff.
okay.
And then
Take
if
them
it's
back
like,
to that time, yeah.
yeah, but if it's a younger crowd, like they kind of want to listen to that, but probably some of the newer stuff. And the newer stuff to
Word.
them is still probably like a little bit older stuff to us now. You know, like
Okay.
or like how do I say? Not
Okay, no, I get what you're saying. Like we've already had heard that already, but you guys are just getting around to hearing it. So you
yeah,
guys are like so fresh to it. But we had done already heard that record. Like,
exactly,
I
exactly.
get you for
But they
sure.
also want to hear like the new versions of stuff. And bro, I want to touch on last night though. But let's let's touch on it though. I want to
Oh, word.
segue
Okay.
into it because I let's just do it like this. Fuck it. So last night we were in Pomona, right?
Okay.
And we were at one part before we introduced all that other stuff. We are at that hip hop side of the club,
Yes, we
right?
were. Yeah.
And bro, it got
Don't get me fucking
so
started.
weird when the DJ started playing fucking like New York drill music and stuff, bro. Like people wanted to like dance like as if they were in New York. It just got so strange, bro. I'm like, we're in Pomona, dog. What are y'all doing? Like, what's going on here? And I mean, it was definitely like a super, super young crowd. Uh,
I get you.
like for sure, yeah. Not like we were probably older, like some of the older people there, I think. But it was just
I feel like
weird.
even the older people were all just like on our side, and like all the younger ones were like yeah, it was like more like younger on the hip hop and the reggaeton side. That night, that it was 18 and over, right?
I
Last
have
night,
no idea,
I,
bro.
I don't even
No
know.
idea.
Shit, I don't even know.
Yeah.
But
What's it called? Uh, yeah, I don't know. Last
it
night,
was just weird.
yeah, the DJ was all over the place.
Oh
It was
man,
just
don't even get
awkward.
me started about the fucking just without saying much, dude. I'm fucking disappointed. I mean, if that's the standard of what down to the
Right?
basement's got going on, because dude, it wasn't just once, bro, and
That
it
was
was
a
the same
Friday
person,
night too.
and like it just seemed like There's a lot of things that we talk about this on this podcast that we see, we keep on seeing, like for example, there's the like we'll go into like this whole hip hop stage, right? Because okay, so the layout of the basement in Pomona is you walk in downstairs, and then right when you walk in, like to the actual club, the basement, you're exposed already to the main stage, and that's like the hip hop top 40, reggaeton, Latin pop, and then that stage, behind that stage is there's another like space and another stage, and that's where we were placed at for like the EDM night, which was the escape Halloween party that United Frequencies thrown. Shout out to them for having us come through and do our thing.
And taking care of us.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, man. Honestly, that's the thing too that I enjoyed about last night is that the people that were organizing that event of the EDM section of it, like they were very hospitable with, like, especially when I'm talking about our group when we went, like they were just very hospitable
Attentive.
with us. Yeah, they were, letting us know if we needed anything. They definitely helped us out, treated us well. I had a great time. I played a fun ass set. I enjoyed myself. I enjoyed being with everybody that showed up. But yeah, but besides that, like the times that we weren't on that stage when we were like go to the other stage, like the main
Which
that
was
like,
not much because I couldn't stand it, bro. I could not.
well, look, man. We talked about how when you make a mistake, like your best, and you talked about this on your recent like Dawn talks, like just keeping that poker face is very crucial because like when people start seeing that you are like not getting it, or you're not like in your groove, like the best thing that you can do is just not show it to the people, because then if you start like spreading that insecurity and like that uncertainty like throughout the floor, like it definitely like uh spreads throughout the whole club. And because I mean, a DJ, if you were a DJ, you could. I mean, actually, not even if you were a DJ. If you're a regular person, you notice these fuck ups. Like, um, people were playing a track, the person will load a different track, or the track would stop, and then it would just be a completely different tempo change. Or I don't know. I just there. I feel like the main stage that whole night, which was like the hip hop reggaeton, they were just. It was like they're trying to figure it out. They were trying to figure out the whole vibe the whole night. I just never saw
Yeah,
like a.
that's exactly what it was. They were
Yeah,
trying to figure out the vibe
they would have
behind
like
it.
a 2-3 minute streak. I'm like, okay, they getting somewhere, or and then they'll do some shit like or something like.
It was just all over the place, bro. Like in general, they couldn't just keep it to one style of music for too long. I just think it comes with them. It looked like there were some young kids DJing as well, so it came with probably them being really young and inexperienced.
And yeah, and I try, and it's hard to like really
They
not
had the hits. I'll give
judge.
you that. They
Yeah,
had like
no, they
they
have.
had the good the music was cool. It's just how they played it was really bad.
Yeah, and last night seeing that, and especially not just like in hip hop, but when you go to other shows and people, they, you see people like they select their tracks in the way like in order. However, like that's all like very important. Like you can't just like pull up
You
like
know,
and just play like certain tracks in another order and expect a certain result. Like if like there's just certain ways like when you DJ and you get that experience and doing so many shows, like you just kind of know like what gets people in a groove. And yeah, I mean, like I said,
there
like,
was
they could have been just like people that were just like getting their feet like into the club, and they just didn't know exactly what should go after the other, or I'm not too sure. Like we didn't really spend I didn't spend too much time like on the main stage to be honest, like focusing, but yeah, I don't know. I enjoyed myself more at the EDM side though, for sure, than the hip hop. I don't know. That was just bothering me, but that's because I'm a DJ and like I'm just like, oh, like someone go up there and fucking. It don't gotta be any of like me or Robert. It's gotta be just someone take over the decks or something. Um, that sounds like we're hating for sure. Sounds like I'm hating, but I don't know,
it's
man.
just
That shit.
observation.
Yeah, I mean, it's an
It even
observation.
sucked worse though because the DJ was there.
And,
Uh,
and it was some shit too where it wasn't just the DJs that noticed it. You looked around on the floor and it was like everyone's like question marks everywhere. We're saying though, I'm sorry to cut you off. The DJ no, but yeah, even the DJ I don't know what to forget someone to that.
the DJ fucking was with a girl and like he had like a little like entourage and stuff and they didn't even look like it was a vibe. I was like, damn, I'd sucked. I would hate to be in your entourage, my guy, because he had like a girl next to him, like at one point in time, and it just didn't look fun. And I was like, darn, oh well.
Yeah, and you know what? I think it's cool. Like if you have your entourage, like there, but if you're not doing your job, then you kind of need to not focus on like being on like in that entourage. Like I'm in my entourage. You need to start doing some shit. Cause after a while, I'm just like, nah, like, cause I've gone to shows where like they're fucking up and like they're not like really like focusing like on the crowd's reactions and shit, and they're just like in their own little world, like on the stage, like, oh yeah, I'm here, my entourage, fuck, what's good, um. And I don't know. I just think that I feel like that was like a case of that. Like they just think they were like, they're on stage. They're like they thought they think I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking, but it seemed like they were thinking that shit was going good. But I don't know. I just never seen that. It didn't seem to me like they were able to find a groove like for like a good while.
There was also no like wow moments for me. Like, you know how sometimes like you'll like stop a song and like throw in like something like a banger or something. I didn't hear none of that. There was only like transitions into songs that already had that pause moment to like activate that kind of like, oh, there's a new song playing, and they just had no build. There was just no build to their set whatsoever,
I could
and
be wrong, but it was just not just one DJ, right?
it was
It
a
was like
few, I think.
multiple. No, but it was multiple of them like
Let's just
that
say it's
that
a
went
few,
through
yeah.
that had the same issues. I
Hmm.
guess it wasn't just one DJ. It was like throughout the whole night. I
And they were
noticed. I was like,
they
and
were
it seemed
just
like it seemed,
young
it seemed like
DJs,
it seemed like
bro.
they were all like they knew each other for
Yeah,
sure. Yeah,
yeah, they
like
were
I
all like
said,
hanging
yeah,
together and stuff. So
hell, for sure. And so, but speaking about how that layout is in that club, for those that don't know exactly how that layout is, like I did mention earlier, like there's another side to that main stage, which was where they've been having a lot of these EDM shows at Pomona Basement. I've been noticing. I know it's a lot of collectives they throw EDM shows, and it's always on the other side of the main stage. And the sound, I mean, it's cool. It is what it is. Obviously, you're gonna have the other main stage sound like, um getting into the other side of the EDM space, right? And so there's like a lot of sound clashing going on between the main stage and the side stage. Um, Personally, that doesn't really bother me. I'm just kind of used to like a lot of that stuff, like especially going to a lot of events where they have that layout where like it's one stage and then like you just walk to like the left or 5 minutes feet to the right or something, and then now you can just hear more of that sound system. But um, I know for a lot of people they don't really like that. Attendees and DJs are performers as well, so that's one of the things that I feel like some people can it takes for some people to get used to. That's just like that whole thing of on this stage and then you just walk like 2 3 steps to the left and now you're just like on one stage and it's like different music. And um I mean, it was a cool show. I mean, I've been there to the basement a couple times. I go sometimes on Tuesdays when they do the Space Taco. Well, in Space Taco, that it's different because with Space Taco, they do that every Tuesday, but the club lets them do the whole main stage like house. So, um, I feel like that layout for that is better for dance music, and just because like the sound system was obviously a little bit better on that side. But yeah, I think Space Taco is the only uh group out there that actually does the whole main stage. And they got a residency too. I think that's the only group that has a residency there at the basement on a Tuesday. I think that's really impressive.
yeah, I don't know any other collective that's there on the base. The only other collective that I remember being there was the Underground.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember before the pandemic and all that. Underground was doing shows there, and they had the main stage too.
What
Yeah,
did they
they
have the
had the
main
main stage.
stage?
Yeah, yeah, because the clips of me like performing that was on main stage when Cody brought us up.
I think that was
That was
on.
before that was before they put the
I don't
LED wall
think
on the
it
back.
was the main stage. I think it was the stage in the back still, but they didn't have the back to back
Oh,
walls.
dude, you know
They had
what?
the stage on one side.
I was on the other side actually. No,
Yeah,
you're right. Cause
yeah,
where we oh no, you're right. Cause where we were at, it was on the back side, and they
yeah,
had the booth. Yeah, the booth was actually different.
yeah.
Yeah, so it was all one stage actually, and then
Yeah, it was on. Yeah, it was a different layout. That's why when I had went when I seen Hellcat, it
it was the same
was,
layout as last night or
yeah,
different.
no, it was
That
the
same
same
layout.
layout that you
Okay,
had, and I was like, okay, this is new. And honestly, yesterday too is actually a lot cooler than I was expecting it to be in there. Last time I went, it was fucking disgustingly hot. But I think last night though it was just a cooler night in general,
for sure.
so that kind of helped. I think.
I feel that, and I mean honestly, when I was walking around the club, like I noticed there were some fans on top turned on. Somewhere off, but there was some turned on. Like
Yeah,
you go to
another.
certain areas. Um, yeah, the main stage had a lot more people. Uh, for sure. I mean, that's every week. The thing about when people try to do EDM shows like on a Fridays and Saturdays is that a lot of times it's not a residency. So I feel like hopefully it's not a case where like the venue's just like only giving these like groups like 2 3 weeks to work with, and then like if they're not seeing like the results, it's just like, oh, let's go bring another collective. Like I think if they're doing that, that's a little difficult for someone to try to like build something there. I feel like a month or two is a good time to decide whether or not like you want to have like some, like if you were a venue owner or something. Like I think a month or two is like a cool length to kind of determine, okay, like it's been 2 months. These shows have been going on. These are results. Do you want to continue? Do you want to get someone else? I don't know. It's crazy because I know back then it was more lenient, but I know right now everyone's just kind of like, oh well, we're just trying to work with everyone type shit. Yeah, I feel like climate right now, right? Everyone's trying to work with everyone, regardless of like if you have a big ass like following or portfolio. Like, yeah, I'm starting to see that shit a lot more open arms to a lot of things out there. What do you think about the Pomona nightlife though? Like as we were just out there, like it was a Friday night. Um, I mean the weather does play a part, but it didn't seem like too live. It seemed like it was just kind of cool. It seemed like we were just the only thing going on, right? No, but there was a lot
No,
more other stuff though, right?
I think there was a lot going on. It's just that we went in there and we stayed in there for a while. When we went out, when we left,
Right.
pretty much all the clubs were closing already.
Right, yeah, because we were
And
done, yeah.
yeah,
I was
and I
done at
and I
too.
had seen a lot of people walking around, but they were just walking to different areas and stuff.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, downtown Pomona's not a big area, you know. It's not like it's a big downtown type shit. Like,
I mean, I wouldn't know. I don't live there, so.
I mean,
I'll,
I've
well,
yeah, I've been there plenty, like to a lot of places around there. I've actually DJ'd for it was like for this corporate event. It was like a corporate quinceañera, something like that. It was really cool. Uh, but it was like where the Fox Theater is at. That's one area, right?
okay.
But there's only a few things right there. But then you have to like drive like a little farther down, and then they have like this little market street
Uh huh.
that has another theater there, and then it has but like little markets and stuff. But it's a different vibe. It's more like street nightlife, almost like a farmers market, almost type vibe.
Okay.
And like that's their like downtown like vibe. Downtown Pomona, I don't think is like a big like party like type area. It has its
Uh,
clubs, you know,
oh yeah. I mean,
but
yeah,
that
yeah.
like every city has its clubs, and
Mhm.
it's downtown Pomona, you
Like,
know.
what's like the most popping downtown out there, like in SoCal? I always hear about Fullerton, downtown Fullerton.
And that's just because the college, I think.
Right, and then San Diego, they say that. Well, I've actually I've gone to like the downtown, and it's cool. They got like little Italy. They got all these like cool areas that you can like check out and
Well, San
entertain
Diego.
yourself with. Yeah, honestly, I think we're in terms of like where we're at currently. I think we're at a good location, and in terms of transportation, like driving out to these places, because we're like in the middle of everything,
Yeah, we're
like
like
Riverside area, like.
from anything cool, we're like 2 hours at least, like less than 2 hours.
Right. Like yeah, LA, yeah, you're definitely way much more closer to the beach. Um but we're much closer to other shit that you may not be closer to. But yeah, I think it's a cool location, cool area. What do you think about Riverside as a whole, like EDM market wise? How do you think it's been so far this past like year? You think it's been like a bump? Do you think it's been not nothing too drastic? Still got a long way to go?
Um, in terms of
In
what?
terms of like oh good. In terms of like, because people always say, yeah, if you want to do that, you want to do that shit, like be about all that, you go to LA or you go to Miami. You go to the capital cities. But um, do you think like Riverside? I know it sounds crazy to be like something to for something a market to get like as big or crazy as a market as LA, but do you think Riverside will be able to like stand on its own, like have a name to itself in terms of like, oh yeah, like if you can't really go to LA, then you could like go to Riverside and you could get like
I
your
think we're just gonna be lumped in with LA.
mm, okay.
I mean, it's already happening to San Bernardino.
You're right. Yeah.
So people are just gonna
That's
be
true.
like, "Oh, well, it's LA. Like we're going to
Then I
California, it's LA."
damn no love for the IE, huh?
They're not gonna
Damn.
say. They'll say maybe Riverside, but everyone's
Right.
just gonna say LA. I just remember that. I feel
Right.
like that's how it's gonna be.
What did you say? Like no one's landing, no one's arriving to LAX or LAX and saying, "Oh yeah, I'm going to the IE."
Yeah,
Now they're
exactly.
going to LA, bro.
Yeah, they're going to Hollywood or Beverly Hills or something.
Right.
But I mean, it's cool. It just gives Southern California like another place to do EDM, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's cool for our local like. I think that's the biggest thing. It's cool for the locals out here.
I get you. Yeah,
That's the
that's true.
best. That's the best part about it. In terms of anything else, it's gonna be seen as like you're gonna be lumped in with the SoCal uh
Right.
stops, but that's cool. You know, that's what you want. Like now you're stamped as one of the spots to play at in SoCal. Like that's really cool. When people need a tour spot, hey, Lowen's for sure the spot to go. Like that's
Mm.
definitely that. You know,
Or,
that's
or,
how.
or, or, or like even other like event companies that pop up and like they
Mhm.
happen to be in Riverside. Just like I think it's starting. I'm starting to see. I'm starting to see too that like um a lot more shows are happening, like a lot more common outside of like LA. So I think a lot of like even like the people that throw like all those big shows are noticing. Like I've always wondered like Somniac does their big shows in San Bernardino, right? And I always wonder like why the Nas Center? Because I'm pretty sure they
Cheap.
have like okay, cheap. Um, but yeah, well, outside of like the pricing, like, I'm just like, dude, I could have think of pretty sure like a lot of other venues that they could have used, like that's like maybe nicer west, but
Like what?
well, I don't know personally, but I'm pretty sure there's venues out there that's like not in San Bernardino. You know what I'm saying? They could be probably using like they use Glen Helen, and that's like San Bernardino going more towards like Victorville, like the upper desert type. I've always wondered like they use Glen Helen, but I always wondered if they ever thought about maybe doing like a festival, like maybe in what's that one place going up more towards like the desert lake. Remember when we were trying to go there for like camping and then they turned us away?
That's in the
That's
mountains.
in the mountains.
Yeah, that's in Big Bear.
Yeah, like you don't think they would like do something like that, like
In Big Bear?
or not? It doesn't have to be like a big bear, like something like just like another like a wildlife like not like area, something that's not like the Glen Helen. Like, can you see them doing something like in like in an area like Joshua Tree? Like, can you see them doing something like that? Like, because they're using property like Glen Helen, which is like a I would say like forest kind of like mountain type of area. Like, can you see them doing like other like what do they call it, like
If it makes sense.
environments? Or if it
Well,
makes
I'm pretty
sense?
sure uh they have these events at the NOS centers because they know their demographic, bro. Like I'm pretty damn sure. I'm don't think they're gonna put it somewhere where it's not easily accessible for the people that live there. Like why would they put it just somewhere totally random where it's gonna be hard for everyone to go? That's a let
Oh
and
no,
like
yeah, they're trying to find the
especially
most.
especially Insomniac, you know, like when it's all about making the most money with them at this point.
That is true, cause like their last event that wasn't Nas, that they would do like events. It would be either like, or maybe not Insomnia, but like all the other event companies that would do like the big like festivals, like 08, 09, like Monster Massive and 420 Fest. Like they were doing like that. Fortunately would do like the desert up there, like in a desert area. I think it was Motive Events I was running it, and then when Insomniac would
Because
do EDC
think
Coliseum,
about it this way too, like think about the profit margins you have right now that you personally have,
right?
right? And look at the success people are looking at low and with and whatnot. I'm just trying to use you guys
Yeah,
as a
yeah, yeah, yeah.
reference. Um, it's good, right? Uh, now, do you want to stay there and live at that profit margin for the rest of your life?
No.
right?
Right.
So every time like you go
I'd
to
want
a
to get a
different
higher profit
area,
margin.
every time you move to a different spot, you're given a profit margin at the end
Hmm.
of the day, right? Like
Right. I'm looking at a profit margin make and deciding if I want to like if it makes sense for me to like go.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's in at the end of the day, that's what Insomniac is doing. They're getting the propositions, they're getting bids from everything and putting it all together and saying, okay, what is profit margin? How many people are gonna get here? How many people are gonna buy the tickets? What can we project in pre-sales? Like all this stuff, right?
Hmm.
And then they'll decide, okay, maybe it's possible to do
Oh
it.
yeah, and you're right because especially when a company like that gets bigger and bigger, like, and especially when you got people investing, like that's like the higher the profit margin, like that's just I mean I mean
What
you
I
definitely know how that is, and
what I could see Insomniac doing, or even just people doing in general, like I think it's time to take this like high class, bro. Like start doing like I mean there already are stuff where they do like who did we hear it from? We heard it from the we homies We Vibes um about that like house event like in the jungle or something like
uh
that.
huh,
But doing more stuff like that where they're buying a whole like state or like buying not a state but like you know how big Disney World is?
yeah. Oh, do I know how big it is?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, well, you know how they say it's really big,
Right.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Imagine them being like, okay, well, we're gonna buy out a whole city and we're gonna make it a 3 day whatever, for this. I feel like
Hmm.
that's the type of next shit like I could see it being. That would be really fucking cool too. Imagine like because think about Excision. He's doing Lost Lands in like the middle of nowhere, right?
Yeah.
But imagine the people around there were like, okay, well, it's gonna be here anyways, and the city's like, all right, well, now we'll just make this whole city excision weekend, right? And now the
Right.
whole city is decked out
Right.
and fucking, and then even that. So like, you know how in Vegas when EDC happens, there's like a bunch of afters and
Right.
shit
Yeah.
going on.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
That and
They're
other places, you feel
yeah
me?
for
But
sure.
making it an actual like big marketed theme type thing.
Hmm.
I feel like that would be really cool.
Yeah. And honestly, if someone knows how to do their cards right, like people can
It's
use the
possible.
excision case like as like even like pitching power, like to go to another city and be like, hey, like I got this type of portfolio, I got these type of
The
resources, like
hard
that's what they're doing, and this is what this person's doing in the city of Thornville, Ohio, and like look how much revenue this is generating, like like
The
this
hard
is
part
like
about it though is as much as like money sometimes is cool, some people like think about who owns a lot of this property or any of the
oh yeah
property,
for
bro.
sure.
Think about their morals, their values, and what they
Yeah,
think about EDM
it's
in general
right.
type shit. They're like, fuck,
Yeah, and they're the ones
So
that could pull
that
the
say
strings
yes
on
or
shit.
no,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
because they're property, bro.
yeah,
Like it's either a yes from everyone or we can't do this shit. You feel me?
yeah, yeah.
So that's probably the hardest part.
Right,
And getting that business in order, bro, is so you probably have to find literally a city with not too many buildings or not too many people that own
right. Shit,
property
dude.
and yeah.
Well, let's talk about the Lost Lands thing real quick, dude. Like, how long do you think that was like in the works for? Like
Well, they
having to get
just
permits and having to get the okay from like, because you have to get the okay from everyone, right? Like,
no.
or not. Well, I mean like the officials, right? Like the people that run, like you said, like everyone that like pretty much run
You just need a noise permit,
noise permit.
um vendor permit, like to be able to like contract vendors
Right.
and alcohol permit to serve alcohol, and then you need the land. And I'm pretty sure he only had to speak to one. I'm pretty sure that land is only owned by one person.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he had to go to a whole bunch of properties and be like, "Hey, I need this. I need this." Like, cause that makes no sense. Like, why would you go deal with a bunch of people when homeboy over here has 300 acres of land that he owns? So
Right.
now we just got to get these permits to throw at these at this spot.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
But you don't think like the Thornville like city council like got involved with like excisions, like knowing like how many people like go to this like certain city?
Well, yeah,
Because
bro, you have to apply for like the permits, bro, and that's
right.
going through when you apply for permits. Like it's not
going to the
just
city.
like you're not just on a like yeah, it might seem like you're applying
Oh,
just
so
on a
like
website,
so
but
once you get
it's
the
not just
permit,
an
it's the start of the
automated
okay.
shit, bro. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant. Oh, I thought there was like you have to get the permits, and then you have to like present like a safety plan to everyone and make sure that like it's like safe and like it's
When you get
efficient
the
for it
permits,
to.
they ask you, "What are you doing this for?"
Oh, it's already in that process.
Yeah,
I got you.
yeah. So they
Oh,
won't give you a permit for something that there. It's not. No, you know.
mm,
That's why it's a very tedious process and whatnot. My sister used to be one of the people that uh, gave out accepted or denied liquor licenses in San Bernardino County.
oh shit.
Yeah, and she was like, "Yeah, it's kind of bullshit." Because you remember how I said that there's a limited amount to how many liquor license can be given out,
Hmm.
and she was like, "Yeah, that's true, but you could apply and then you could plead a case and then they could approve it." And she was like, "For the most part, they get approved." And I'm like, "No way." She's like, "Yeah, just people just don't go through the process."
Damn.
And I was like, "Dang, yeah." So yeah, in the process it, you have to lay out like what's going on. And I'm
Right.
pretty sure when you get the noise complaint permit, you gotta you're telling the council like in the noise permit like what you're gonna be doing, like
Right.
why you need it, and then they have to the people that you set the permit to, it's their job to basically contact the people around them or make sure it's okay because they
Right.
own like the property around or whatever it is, like it's that's their job to determine
Yeah.
whether it could be approved or not.
Yeah.
You
I've
feel
never
me?
done large scale shows like that. Obviously, where like permits need to be like involved.
Well,
So I'm
because
wondering.
you usually deal with venues who already have that in
Right. So
place.
my question is, oh shit, what the
And
fuck was
watch,
I gonna say
some
right now?
people
Damn.
don't need a noise. Well, nah, I guess every place would need a noise permit because I would say maybe if a person next to you already has a noise permit, like maybe you won't need it because they already have one. But think
Mm,
about it this way. No, my noise permit is for me, motherfucker. Like,
yeah.
don't
Like.
play music loud as me, bro. Fuck you. Like,
Right.
I
Oh
got my
yeah.
permit. You don't got your permit, fam. Fuck out of here. Like,
Oh, you want?
keep
Oh,
your music down,
hey.
fam. This
Check out this
motherfucker don't.
venue.
Yeah, he don't
Yeah,
have
check
his
out this
permit,
venue. Hey,
fam.
hey, check the documents real quick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
it'd be some shit, bro. Yeah, the club owner beef should be kind of real sometimes.
Yeah, bro. Think about. You remember that one time you guys got checked for the
Having that
loan?
shit too loud.
No, the
Or
lowering
where?
event. You remember how you
At the
guys
lobby?
no at the rainforest you had to cancel that one time because an inspector came. Who do you
Oh,
think called
rainforest.
that?
Oh, rainforest. Oh,
Who do
yeah.
you
I
think
mean
called that
rooftop.
inspector, dog? Probably one of the competitors, fam. Like, hey, these people aren't regulated, fam.
And it wasn't just us, bro. It was
That's what
two
I'm
other
saying,
bars and
fam.
two that got
That's what,
fucking that shit.
yeah.
No, bro. Like that shit. That shit
It could
is.
get like that.
Oh, and I think and I wouldn't be surprised if it has been like
That's
that.
why you gotta stay on your P's and Q's, fam.
Yeah, man. And yeah, that shit. You gotta. Yeah, for sure, man. Like I always think about who benefits from someone's like unfortunate situation. The person that usually benefits the most from someone's unfortunate situation. That's the person, the entity to kind of eye on.
I mean, but if you're doing everything right, bros, think about it. Like if you're someone that's super straight edge, that does everything the right way, and then you see some other people doing shortcuts, not doing it the right way, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, hey, bro, check these motherfuckers. Like,
No, yeah, I mean, no, for sure, and yeah, dude, I mean, yeah, there's always gonna be people that are gonna try to take shortcuts, and they're gonna take them, and they'll still get to where they're gonna get, right? I always just tell people, you're taking shortcuts, you're missing out on experience. That might be important experience that you might want to have like later on, because shortcuts can get you there. Damn, bro, that's the fucking thunder. Holy shit. Um,
that shit's lit.
Holy crap. But we're DJing tonight outside. What the fuck?
Oh, damn.
They said it's
You're
all covered
DJing,
up.
actually.
I'm DJing. Uh, but yeah, dude, I think that's fucking. I think that's just crazy, dude. That thunder was fucking wild as fuck.
You scared?
Huh?
You scared? You need a
I'm not.
thunder
I'm not
buddy?
scared of thunder, bro. No, I am scared of thunder when I'm in a plane, though, for sure. I'm scared, bro. For sure. I'm in a plane. There's thunder. Fuck. I'm hearing thunder. I'm in a plane, bro. I'm in the sky.
I am Thunder fan. What the fuck you mean?
No,
Thunder's scared of me, dog. I don't know
thunder
what you're talking
scared of
about.
you, dude. Like if you were in like an excision and or nah, fuck that. Let's say you had the opportunity to throw like a big ass festival like Zion Dawn Festival. Um.
I wouldn't call it the Zion Down Festival. But
Oh well. Oh, I meant like a Zion Dawn.
yeah, I
Yeah.
get you. I get you.
Yeah.
I get you.
That'd be interesting to see where like one could take that. Because like this, I get like it's always what it's crazy to me. Like Thornville, Ohio. Like I saw a tweet that said that's crazy how Excision really be having tens of thousands of people fly out to a small town in Ohio that we didn't really know about up until last time. I'm just like, damn, like you know what? Excision brand has probably like fucking grown that city like a lot economy wise. Like I'm pretty sure there's some people that gone out there were like, oh, you know what? Maybe not many, but there was a few. Like, you know what? I could get some property out here. Like, I wouldn't mind Thornville. So honestly, although a lot of that bullshit does come with like all these people on the outside coming in and like fucking up the piece of the people that been there for a while, the locals, right? Like, that shit. I could see that. Definitely, I could definitely see that like helping the city a lot, dude. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
but the locals don't like it.
Yeah,
But
bro.
but
What
they
the
but they
fuck?
gotta
What you mean?
but it's like
But what?
no, but they're stuck with like that shit because like the higher ups, right? Like the city, they fucking approve it, and like they can't really do shit. But besides, like go to these city meetings and be like, well, we don't want to fucking have these like festivals because like you already know what it is, and like you said, they can be saying everything, but at the end of the day, it's the person that's sending out these permits are like,
That's why it's only one weekend, fam.
yeah, I feel it. It's like, oh, I will give you some money. True, here you go. The locals could bitch about it for 3 days. It's like,
I don't think
damn,
they give them money for it.
huh?
I don't think they give out checks for anybody.
Oh no, well no, but you don't think the like, city gets like some revenue like from
I
like
mean, no, yeah, for sure they get
yeah,
revenue
yeah.
from all the traction that's coming
No,
in.
but I was gonna
For
ask though.
sure.
I was gonna ask before. This is where I lost my train of thought. But, like when someone does like a large scale event like that, is it the where is someone paying like the city to provide the like authority, right? Like the
What do you
cops, like
mean?
they provide like the personnel, right? Or like how is it? Does the city hire the like the security personnel, like the cops and all that for that kind of stuff? Like, is that something already like thrown like with the city? Oh, like yeah, you're gonna throw this event, but like you also have to
No,
pay for like the cops, or that's just something that the
no,
city like just like covers, right? Like that's comes
no,
with it, no? Or like,
no. That's something as someone who's hosting the event, bro, or who's
yeah, like we're
coordinating
paying
the
for
event.
that, right?
You have to coordinate. You have to go out. You have to go
Right.
get all that
Like
yourself.
that's
The
that's
the
that's like part of
city's
the
not gonna
budget,
do it
right?
for you, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, cause people won't, bro.
Right.
Sometimes, and then that's how their event gets fucked, and then they could get sued. So you
Dude,
just gotta
yeah.
think about it all in terms of, okay, I'm throwing this event at big scale. I need to take all precautions to say, even if something does happen, to say I took all precautions, bro. No
Right.
matter what, like that's something you just have to do as the
Hmm.
person running the event. Like
Right.
that's on you,
Yeah,
bro.
and a lot of
Legit.
people too, like they do the process, right? And you see the stories of people trying to like they already get the promo going, bro. Like oh yeah, we're having this festival, blah blah blah, 28th through the 30th, right? And it's the week or two before, and then they're giving
Let's
out
talk
and not,
about it.
huh?
I said let's talk about it. I have one in mind.
Well, I'm not. Well, I don't have anyone specific, but
I do.
you've seen about a lot of these festivals where they're advertising like operations all good, right? Like permits
Oasis
all good.
Fest.
Okay, we'll get there, but yeah, I mean, uh, there's just so much that has to be done beforehand, like permits and all that, and like you have to get all that. You can't be missing one and still think like it's still gonna go. No, every permit needs to be there because
You could get
you
sued.
won't.
All it
Yeah,
takes is one motherfucker to realize, oh,
they don't got a permit for this, and
not
if
even,
I
bro. Like,
happen,
no, not even. You don't have a permit. I'm at this event. Oh, there's no precautions just in case this happens. Like
mhm,
whatever this is, you know.
right?
If I realize that, bro, in my head, I'm like, that's a check. I'm
Mhm.
suing y'all asses. You feel me? Like if I'm really one of those motherfuckers, which there is
There is,
people out
yeah,
there,
there
like
is,
don't like
there
and
is
people will hit you for that shit.
for
So it's like
sure. Yeah,
it's
easy money.
on you to figure that shit out to cover your own ass, to
Hmm.
cover your event company's ass. You feel me?
Yeah, and it's just crazy how a lot of these people put all this time and effort just for them to just fuck up or not fuck up, but they just either miss like not having a permit, and then not only they're in debt, but they didn't end up like uh throwing the show. They didn't end up recouping the fucking expenses that they just like did for talent booking, for production, for permits and all that, and
Exactly. That's
and
why
that
throwing an
yeah.
event is a fucking big
Yeah, I
deal,
thought
bro.
yeah, it's
You have
like
to have everything in mind, bro.
even like for just for throwing like a show like in a smaller scale, like at a like I'll give you an example, like at the concert lounge, like some people can just look at it and be like, oh yeah, you just like get people to pull up certain times, they play their times, and that's it. That you throw shows that you just coordinate. No, there's a lot of things in preparation to make sure that we can even make sure that we're good to go to have this
Well,
event and all that. Like, but on a higher scale, like festivals, like dude, this just the
yeah.
the fucking list, like for to
Like
have
throwing
that
it from
operated.
nothing, bro. Just being a person that just lives that house and saying, "Okay, I'm gonna throw an event."
Right.
That process, bro, is a fucking process. You
Yeah,
feel me?
yeah. Get ready. Well, get ready. Yeah, get ready.
You gotta find where, and after the where, you gotta find like security for where. You gotta figure out if you could even hold as many people as you wanna like throw. Like it's a lot of things that go into place, and then can people get there? Is there parking for the place you like? All of that shit goes into
Yeah,
play.
yeah, yeah.
And yeah, you know what? But fucking Oasis. Let's
Right,
talk
yeah, right,
about
yeah.
it,
So
bro.
like going back into like festivals, like their marketing, like it's just about to go
And
down
it
in the
looked
week of,
good
and before they're like,
2 weeks
oh,
before.
like it'll be like a warning, like, hey, just so you guys know, we're dealing with some shit. I mean, don't get too concerned, but we should be all right. And then 2 days later, hey, just so you guys know,
They said it.
true, yeah, yeah. And they ended up saying,
They said it.
yeah, they're like, hey, you know what, like we're
We didn't
not
have all the
capable.
vendors. Yeah, we
Yeah,
don't
we're not
have
capable.
everything we need to throw this event.
And honestly, that's as much as people don't like that shit. That's a good play. That's a good move. They got to do it. I and like and you know what? It's real disappointing too because I've heard of a lot of these festivals where they're known to do this. Like they're scam artists, bro. It's on a global thing where they'll like
But bro, they're making people sell tickets already and stuff.
right no and not only that, it's kind of like the Firefest situation. You feel me? But like but people
Nah,
and
nah,
no
chill, chill, chill.
no no well
Don't look, bro. No, no, I'm not even gonna let you do that shit, man. I hate when people do that shit. Don't fucking correlate what the fuck happened there to the Fire Fest, man. That's
no.
not
I'm
no
just
no
saying
no
that.
no
No,
no
I'm
no
saying
no
that like
no.
with the Firefest, they should have not proceeded with it, bro. Like I'm just that's what I'm saying. Like we don't want another Firefest, and it was responsible for the people that organized the Firefest to still proceed without them knowing that they weren't capable of having the festival or a safe festival like they promised, bro. That's why I brought up Fire Festival. Like we don't want another Fire Festival, but that's a great example as to like if you're not capable of throwing an event that you promised and ensuring people's safety, like you should have called that event and like not have done it. You know what I'm saying? But there's people that throw these events. They know they're gonna call it at the end, like, "Hey, we're not doing it no more." But they don't
Bro, it's
refund
people
people.
not knowing their business, bro. It's people. Look, and I don't want to say this is what happened to them because I'm pretty sure they wanted a great event, right? And they were all wide-eyed and bushy about it. Like, damn,
We're
it's gonna
talking
be
specifically about
the Oasis Fest, bro.
the
I'm not. I
Oasis,
don't want
right?
to shy away.
I got you.
Bro, there's a lot of people we knew that were gonna DJ that shit. You feel me?
Right.
That were selling tickets, and they were saying, "Oh, I don't even have a set time yet because it depends how much I sell tickets and stuff like that." So
God
I was like,
damn.
"Okay, this is crazy. This is a festival, dog, and they're doing this to y'all. That's wild. That's something. When I heard about that, I was like, wow, okay, that's for a festival to be doing that to you is kind of weird." Um, and then all the sketchy shit that was going on, and I'm like, bro, this isn't even nothing. Like they're waiting on money to come in, so they think they could uh correlate how much of a budget they have to spend on their festival, and I'm just like, bro,
If you don't got capital, don't do it.
don't exactly, bro.
If you
If
don't
you
have
don't have
capital, don't do it.
and if you didn't vet your vendors, bro, if like these aren't vendors that have done shit before, like you gotta vet, like get a bit. So this is what for my work, bro. When we get vendors for our shit, we have to vet at least 3 different places,
Hmm.
like get bids from 3 different places, and look at it and make sure what we're choosing isn't a go, fam, because we need to be like on point with our shit
Right,
because
right.
bro, it's property management. Like you have to do that
On
shit,
it,
you
yeah.
know. So that's what you got to do when you're throwing an event sometimes because this could be a dangerous situation. You know, if you fuck up, it could be hella dangerous. You
You,
know,
you never want to.
I'm
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna say what event it was, but we were at an event. I'm not. I don't want
No,
to.
handle. You're good.
Like
I don't know what you're
you're
talking.
gonna
Oh,
know when
okay.
I start describing it.
Handles.
But I don't want to like narrow it down. But
I got
because
you.
it was a good event overall, right? It was one of the drive-in events we went to, right? And bro, the staff there was so little. Like there was no like real security. Like
Right.
if I really
I
like if you
got you. You
really
get
thought about
volunteer. You
it.
were getting volunteer vibes, right? Like
No, I
not
knew it
or,
was volunteer vibes, bro. We
right.
knew it
No,
was
yeah,
volunteer
yeah.
vibes. And but I was like, okay. And I looked at the team that was with everything. I was like, damn, okay, okay. Like this is what's going on. Okay. But it was cool. Like I said, like overall it was
Right.
dope. Like everything was dope. But there's still a part of me that thinks, damn, what if something happens? And
Yeah.
that's the thing that gets to me. But I mean, you know, it was cool. It was cool. But that's the thing, like you need you just need to have security and precautions for everything.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, cause you get like you said, you don't want to get caught up in that type of mess. And I mean, I heard about another group that was doing that shit too, where they didn't. I know they just didn't have capital, and they were just assuming they were gonna get the budget from having their DJs sell tickets and shit. And you're gonna burn bridges, bro. If you're not getting that fucking. If you can't afford it, don't do it, dude. Like if you don't got the capital, um, if you got credit, that's cool. But like, that's usually what capital is. Like a line of credit. But
And it's
it's gotta be
learning.
yeah, and like as long as you got the like, and that's the thing too. Like the show doesn't happen, but then now the people that did all that work and then, everyone gets it's just a shit and fucking situation when that
But
shit happens, bro. Because that's happened to a lot of my friends. Like a certain group that was throwing shows out here in Southern California, like they were just promising like DJs, like, oh yeah, like you'll get the set time, but you gotta sell these certain amount of tickets, or you get paid and you get a certain
it's
amount of
bullshit.
tickets, and they'll do their thing and they'll give the money to whoever like is in charge of that, or whatever, or like whatever, and not nowhere to be seen. And like I said, it's just you gotta be very careful. Like you gotta know, like if you're playing somewhere, you're gonna get involved with something. Like do your research. Just because they're telling you you're gonna play a festival with these artists, like I know, and I see the hook. You want to play a festival? Oh, I haven't ever played a festival before. Or I have played a festival, but I want to play a festival. Yeah, like, oh, we're booking this person. Oh, for sure, for sure. Like a lot of people, they don't do the research, like more because they just like really they're just okay with hearing. Oh yeah, like I'm playing a festival. I'm like, or maybe it's just they don't want to do the research and they don't want to find out like, oh, like this doesn't sound too good, and they don't want to have the reality be like, oh, like damn, like this festival sounds good, but like the way it's being ran, like the way I'm seeing it, like, oh damn, like I'm not feeling too good about this, and I felt that. Honestly, I wasn't feeling that shit with Oasis up until the week of, because they were running. They seemed like they were like promoting it as if like, yeah, we out here,
If I
like.
didn't know about the whole ticket sale things, bro, it looked like a dope event.
No, yeah, it did, dude. Like, I believe Burn was playing.
Yeah, bro. Skittles
We
was
have
playing.
Skittles was playing.
Uh,
I think Bam was gonna play that
yeah,
too.
Bam was gonna play.
A
Yeah,
bunch of people that we know
bro.
were gonna play, and
Mystic gonna play? I think Mystic might have been
a
playing.
lot of people that we know were gonna play. Only the people that are running that shit know the real reason why it never went down. They claimed, it was just it was out of their hands and they couldn't get it. They weren't capable of throwing the event. And honestly, if you're gonna make that statement, well, fuck it, dude. Like, I
Yeah, at
respect
least they
that. I
stopped
respect
it. At
that
least they
more
stopped it.
than like. And I know you probably don't like this, but I'm going to go back to the Fire Fest. Like, don't making a mistake like like if you're not capable of doing it, if it's not safe, just don't go through with it. Just I don't give a fuck if you spend so much money. It just sucks. Like, but like I said, anything could happen, and
Just lose your deposits, fam. Fuck
real
it.
shit, dude. Like, it's worth a potential more fucking expenses that could happen, bro.
Facts.
Like, and I know people are get mad. Oh, they canceled the festival, or or this is something that just happens all the time. On a global scale, where like shows get canceled because of a safety precaution or something. Like, these shows. Sometimes shows get canceled because the town doesn't sell enough tickets, right? It's like, all right, well, fuck it, damn, well, next time, right? But a lot of times, reasons, festivals and music shows they get canceled, a lot of times it's it is safety. And for the most part, you definitely gotta trust people that are running the shows and the events. Just definitely trust them with the instinct that when they're canceling the show, like just know that a lot of times it is for like your best, um, for your safety, and your best interest. Because I know we're all ready to go out to go see that one show, to go see that one artist, and I know a lot of times like shows get canceled for whatever the hell is, and we just gotta like take the word for it that they're doing it for our safety. But like, sometimes that's not the case. And I was actually thinking about going to the Oasis too, just catch some of those people
I was gonna
play.
go. Yeah.
I was gonna buy a ticket from someone. I think I was like gonna buy a ticket from Bam just to support her. 'Cause she was like one of the she was the first one to reach out to me, and she was like, "Hey, you want to come out?" I was like, "Oh, you know what? I'll probably be down."
Did she
I had to
send you
check.
like a long ass message saying, "Hey, I'm new out here."
I already knew her.
Oh, so she just
Yeah,
sent
so
you by the
no,
ticket
she
link?
just yeah, so it was like I think it was like a straight it was a straight direct response. Like, hey, I'm playing this festival. Like, I'm selling tickets. You want to come out? It was just honestly straight direct. But I know where you're going with this, and I want to talk about this because we talked about this. Like, people hitting you like they got booked to play like a show. They're opening up for Jiggy Kid or some shit, or whatever, right?
And the whole
And
conversation is preference and buying ticket.
right, and like for example, you told me about the story, right? Where like someone hit you up in the DMs and you thought it was like it started off as a
Who was
genuine.
it? Who was it?
I think it was just like some. It was just like some. Well, from what you told me,
I'm
the
trying to remember.
conversation molded
Yeah.
into just like a regular, like, "Oh, hey, what's up? How you doing?" And you're like, "Oh yeah, I'm good." Blah blah. It's people that
Oh
they're
yeah, I
trying to small
remember
talk.
now,
They're trying to small talk their way
bro.
in. Like
So
they're trying to pretend and act like they're genuinely interested in like what you're up to, right? But then it comes to a part
after
where
third
they
message,
after the
bro, I
third,
was
fourth
like,
message,
fuck. Okay, I see what's going on here.
yeah, like sometimes it's hard to kind of detect people's intentions through text messages, but sometimes it's very easy to detect. I don't think there's no middle. It's either when someone's bullshitting
And I've
or
never
yeah.
seen them like in any of my interactions before. It's like some brand
No,
new
random,
shit.
bro.
And I'm like, damn, okay, what's up? Like, and I'm thinking like, okay, cool, you DJ, like, we're into the same music.
Oh yeah, this guy's interested in
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
doing. Hell yeah.
uh, what, do you like Ula style? Oh yeah, I'm a huge fan. Well, if you want to buy tickets from my motherfucker, like,
I already got my ticket, bro. And then they just don't reply no more.
they're like, no, oh well, if you need it next time, here's hit me up. I'm like, oh yeah, dope. So what do you? And then nothing else, bro.
I was like, I'll be honest. I remember I had a conversation with this one girl, and I was like, damn, she's cute. Like, she's hitting me up. Like, she hit me up first,
I'm
right?
dead.
Right. She hit me up first. Like, okay, she's noticing I'm a DJ. I'm doing all this shit. Okay, bet. And like, yeah, it was pretty much the same shit. Like you had told me. Like, she was like, "Oh, you go to EDM shows?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Are you like in SoCal and all that? Because I be going to all these shows. Like, we should hang out sometimes." And I was like, "Oh well, I mean, depending if I'm going to that show, like
She
I'll probably
also a
see each
DJ.
other." And this is when I found out she was a DJ. When she was like, and I told her like, "Hey, well, you'll probably see me if we go to the same show or not. I mean, we'll see." And she was
Yeah,
like,
bro, it happened to both of us.
"Oh yeah, something
Yeah,
happened to you?"
the
And
exact
she
same.
was like, "Hey, well, if you have any plans, if you don't have any plans or not, like, I'm playing here." And she said the place that I was expecting her to say, and I was like, "Okay, you're playing
And
here."
she said, "Oh, I could give you some guest list passes or something like that, but they're like $10." And I'm like, "Wait, what? To hang out with you, I have to spend $10?" I was like, "What?"
Shit.
Nah.
And like my thought at first, I was like, "Oh damn, like this person is actually like interested in like to talk to me, right? Just to kind of get to know me." But once like they get their hooking, like, "Hey, well, just so you know, like if you're free this night, like I'm DJing, like you get you could get I'm selling tickets, you could get it from me, blah blah blah." And I'm just like,
They're like, "Oh, I already
okay,
got a ticket for someone else, but I'll definitely see you there." And
yeah, hey, you know what? I think that's the kind of dialogue you need to hit these people up with sometimes, because I don't know, it's crazy. Can you I feel like I've been able to do this so many times, like just off of the first text. Have you been able to like detect that? Like it's
one or
so
two.
like yeah, I think one or two you're able to be like, oh, okay, I think I know where this is going.
Bro, I'll just check the profile and in the bio if it says a certain collectives, and I'm like, all right, I know why you're
Mm.
DMing me, bro. Or if I seen that you've been posting flyers from a certain collective, I'm like, I know where this is going, bro. And I'll just like I'll think about who they just posted and promoted. I'm like, bro, like it's cool. I like blah blah blah, but like I don't know, like I'll just like
Right,
dead
right.
it, bro. I'll just dead it. But it
Yeah,
is
no.
what it is.
I mean, yeah. But yeah, dude. I mean, it's just the whole thing about ticket. Okay, to go back to this shit. Ticket sales, dude. Ticket sales, man. I mean, fuck, man. The day I mean, it's a part of it's a part of the nightlife game, but it don't gotta be like that for DJs. But I know a lot of DJs like that's only opportunities that like they're able to get. And so like I can always hear like especially some of our DJ peers like they tell us about like oh yeah we did certain shows with certain people and they needed us to like sell tickets and like we're maybe like guaranteed a slot or like we heard about other stories where people are promised to go back to back with a headliner if they sell a certain amount of tickets and like that shit's not even true and so it's like so many things that a lot of these event companies do to like scare tactics like like pressure tactics to get them to like sufficing like their agenda and shit. And like at the end of the day, a lot of time that mentally damages like some people. Like you hear about DJs, not looking like a sucker, so they buy out their own tickets, so they make it seem like people are coming out for them, so it looks good on the promoter side. And it's like, god damn, like that's just fucking that's just crucial. That's just pretty harsh. I've been on that side of the, I've been on that side, like selling tickets and then I'm not giving. I had to like. I always talk about this fucking show, right? With in LA, when they had told me to sell a certain amount of tickets, which I did. And when I got there, like my whole set time was all changed. Like I still got to play, but I had to play with like someone else, and like it's just bullshit, But all I could really say is just that don't let yourself get taken advantage of, especially if you're not really getting shit out of it, to be honest. Because there's a lot of times where you get taken advantage by these event companies that make you fucking haul ass for tickets and you don't get shit out of it, and that's just not cool. I don't know. I don't know. I think when you like people definitely hear you out when you say certain shit, like especially when you're saying like, oh yeah, like especially if it's like a real human person interaction, like you're telling people like, hey, like I take people's word, like if they say they're gonna do something, all right, cool. Like if I do my end, and you're saying if I do my end, this is what's gonna happen. All right, bet. You do your end, and then some shit, the shit doesn't happen, and you're just like, oh. And yeah, man, you gotta be careful who you work with, like promoter wise, if you're like performing and shit like that. Because they're out there, dude, sketchy as hell. You gotta be careful. Gotta be very careful. Do your research too. Like if you're getting booked for something, and other people other DJs that have worked with these certain event companies, like talk to them, let see how their experience was with this event company, and then you can decide a little bit more, if you want to work with a certain company or not. That's what I've been doing a lot lately. I'll hit other people up and I'll tell them like, hey, like I see you played with this group. I'm about to play with them in a week or two. Like, how was your experience? So I think like that kind of communication, will give other performers, a much more calculated and informed decision whether or not they want to continue moving forward to work with an event company. Lately, I'm glad that I haven't ran into a situation like that, but I know that it's still happening, and yeah, just keep an eye out. Stay on your P's and Q's, with that shit. Work on music.
Just work on your craft, whatever it is.
Yeah, yeah, whatever that shit is, yeah, for sure. Music, your DJing, your mixing and mastering, just like yeah, it's just your niche. Just work on it. Stop worrying about what other people are doing. Worry about what you got to do. That's that.
True, true.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, dude, anything you want to announce, bro? A bunch of stuff happened this past 2 3 days.
True, 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 true,
Yeah, man,
true.
what you got? What you got going on, bro? Let's talk about you. Zion Don, what's good?
All right, true. Well, true. Well, I mean, damn, I'm gonna be playing Wednesday at the Toro. What I don't know the name of the place, but in San Diego.
This Wednesday upcoming, right?
Yeah, this upcoming
Oh yeah,
Wednesday,
for
play
sure.
some trap shit.
Is that 821, 18,
I want to say it's
21
21.
for sure? It's
I
the
want to
same.
say it's
Bet.
21. But yeah, catch me out there. That's gonna be wild, San Diego.
Have you ever played in San Diego? I'm pretty sure you might have done like a private gig and like something like that, but like as
Oh,
a Zion Don, like
not as Zion Don. No, no,
okay,
no.
I feel that.
Yeah, I did play in San Diego before for like a corporate event.
Right?
Yeah, for
Yeah,
like an
I'm pretty
apartment
sure.
complex and
I
shit.
got you.
That was crazy. It was cool. But yeah, no, San Diego that'd be a cool vibe. And I'm cool to announce fucking the low end.
Oh yeah, yeah, dude, that shit's
Yeah,
already out. Well, I mean,
true.
no, you could start announcing your plane, bro. I mean, yeah,
True.
you
Well,
could, hell
yeah.
yeah, dude.
October 27th, fam.
Oh yeah,
The
bro, you agreed to sell 50 tickets. Hell yeah, you're playing.
Hey, yeah. So the Dr. Ozzy
uh,
show, fam. Come check me out. I'll be playing, fam. Uh,
if you sell 50 tickets, you're playing. Yeah. All right.
you heard the guy, fam. You heard the guy. So
I'm
everyone
just fucking with
go
you.
buy tickets from a ticket link that's for everyone. You feel me? So
Right. No,
yeah.
I'm fucking with you, dude. But yeah, dude, I'm very excited for you to play, dude.
Same,
Yeah, last time you
fam.
played,
Same.
there was Michael Sparks main stage,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
now
back
we're
to back
now you're
set.
about to be rooftop stage, Dr. Ozzy. Dude, I fucking love the rooftop stage, bro. Honestly, I choose rooftop stage over main stage. Like that's me personally. I
I
know
like
people.
the vibe
I
out
know
there.
people like the visuals. They like the like as an artist. I know like having the LED screen, all that. That shit's hella cool. Vibe wise, yeah, man. If you've been to the low end concert lounge at like Riverside, like yeah, rooftop is just its own thing, dude. Like
Yeah, for sure.
it's like it's hella vibes. But yeah, dude, very excited for you to play, bro. It's gonna be real awesome.
Same. I'm excited to get a set curated just for that night. I'm gonna have a lot of people come out, show out. I already told a few people. Actually, I was like letting everyone. I was like, hey guys, look at this flyer. Look at this flyer. You know this guy? I'm gonna be there. Come check me out, fam.
Yeah, that's real cool,
I'm
man.
really excited. Yeah,
Yeah,
thanks
Dr.
for
Ozzy, that's
the
fucking
opportunity, fam. It's gonna be fucking dope. It's gonna be fucking lit. I'm fucking excited, bro. The
yeah. You
27th.
got Toro Wednesday. And then you got that's 19th Wednesday Toro. 27th you got the Dr. Ozzy. Um, yeah. Any other shows or music coming up?
So I'm gonna be dropping one more track and edit before the maybe one or two more like edits before the year ends. But I'm also gonna be putting out visuals for a lot of shit. Cause I don't know. I wanna put out like I don't know. You'll see when I
I
put it
got you.
out. But I want to put like visuals to a lot of my tracks and like almost music
Nice.
video vibes,
For sure.
almost. But yeah, and then I also wanted like all the edits that I did put out. I'm gonna take out all the vocals and stuff and put them on like all streaming
Oh,
services
all
and
right, cool.
stuff, just so everyone could have a little taste of everything else I've been putting out. You know,
That's
because
good.
only people that are on my SoundCloud and my YouTube have been fucking checking my shit. Like, have been seeing most of my stuff.
Uh-huh.
Not all the things I've been releasing are on SoundCloud and Spotify
Hmm.
and all that. But yeah, they will be soon. They will be soon. Fucking, and then also go to YouTube and stream Coil Ray's enemy or energy flip that I made.
Oh, that shit's out
Run
there.
that shit up to 2K, fam. We right there, fam. We had 19K plays. Let's get to 2K. I've never hit 2K on anything before, so let's fucking do it.
That's real
Benchmarks,
cool.
fam. Benchmarks. Let's run
Is
that
that
shit
song
up.
out? The actual song?
Nah,
So you just
nah.
damn. So everyone that's like trying to hear the song,
They
like they're
gotta
just
listen
going
to
to
my
you.
shit, fam.
Yeah, because they're like,
And
fucking. Well, this is the
it's the
closest,
longest and the
and this is
best.
the closest that we could hear it. I mean, it's some other shit for sure, but I mean, we still got the Coil Ray in there. You know, I mean, there's a reason
I
why.
like it,
There's a
bro.
reason why you got those like certain numbers for sure.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I felt the same when I uploaded the Minute Charmander remix. Like
I've been.
and like like I said, dude, I think people if you're an artist that's like wanting to like grow your fan base and shit, I think utilize like every platform, you know. But
Yeah, for
yeah,
sure,
like I
for
said,
sure.
like because only some people like for sure they're stubborn with like consumption. Like I'm only Apple
And
Music, I'm
that's
only
on my like
Spotify.
a personal YouTube account too. So I'm just like, hey, that's crazy.
That's
Like,
good. That's hella good. Hell
yeah.
yeah. No, for sure. Definitely have content on your stuff, dude. It's that's yours, dude. For sure. On YouTube, anywhere that you believe that the audience will like dig it, dude. Hell yeah. That's so tight.
And check out the new logo coming out, fam. I just got me a new logo fucking today. Today. The logo got finalized, fam. It's gonna be fucking lit. I'm excited for everyone to see the final product. I'm fucking super excited about it. It's something I'll be using for more of my bass tracks.
All right, bet.
Because when I see that, it gives me more of the bass feel. Like,
All right. I was like, damn, this guy turned rhythm on me.
no,
We out
that's
here.
exactly what not rhythm, but I was like, I told
Like a
my
metal aesthetic
I
type.
told the artist, I was like, "Hey, I want to have more of a like bass artist feel to my logo," and I
He's
sent him my
like
logo.
another one. Oh, what? Yeah, okay, I got you.
Now
Another
he
one.
was like, "Send
Fuck.
me some references," and I sent him like a couple references of like not even like just text, just like how
I
like
got you.
text looks,
Right.
and then he hand drew it like on the computer,
Oh,
and
that's
then he
tight.
kept sending me back like references, like because he sent me one that was cool, but I just wanted a few things changed. Then he sent it back, and then we just kept changing little by little, and then we got the final product. And yeah, it's fucking lit. It's fucking lit, bro. I'm excited. I don't know. I'm excited for my a lot of the new shit I'm gonna be coming out with. I'm gonna be going back to Homeboy for all my shit now
Mm.
for visuals and cover art and whatnot. He's pretty dope. It's crazy. I had to pay him in FT.
That's like Thai. I don't even know what
That's
that is, bro.
um
Fa?
fuck. I forgot. I forgot. I'm forgetting. Yeah, I'm forgetting. But I think it's like New England or
You do
something
like
like that.
PayPal?
Yeah,
Something? Yeah.
yeah. It was lit though. I mean, it was cool. It was a cool experience, and yeah, fucking lit. It's fucking lit. That's what I
I'm
got
looking
coming
forward
out
to that
for
new
Zion
logo, dude.
Town.
It's gonna be tight.
Same. I'm trying to think of how I want to present it. So,
Oh, I see.
yeah, we'll see what project I put behind it. Because it's not gonna be for an edit. It's gonna be an original. Like when everyone first sees that visual, no, I might get fucking tempted to just fucking
Right.
But if anything, it's gonna be for my next original. That's the logo that's gonna be on it for sure.
All right, for sure. Well, we'll keep an eye out for the next original, dude. Get that premiere of the new logo.
Facts, facts.
Oh yeah, bro. Well, damn. Well, if that was the end of your stuff, I mean, the only thing I just definitely want to just say that October 27, like, I mean, I don't want to repeat it too much, but yeah, like Robert mentioned, October 27, Dr. Ozzy. If you guys have been following dubstep for a couple years now, I mean, honestly, a household name that's released on like prestigious labels like Never Say Die, Disciple, collide with so many major bass artists. I mean, search up Dr. Ozzy and just look at that fool's catalog. Like he has a lot of catalog, and I think it's an honor for sure. Like coming from uh just like from what I know of like dubstep, this is like a real honor to have someone like Dr. Ozzy pull up to Riverside and have a show with us. That's real awesome. Shout out to the team that coordinated that. Shout out Prism. Uh, yeah, man. I think it's an honor. I can honestly like it's a fucking honor to have Dr. Ozzy. October 27. It's 18 and over at the Concert Lounge in Riverside, California. Zion Don's playing. Amargosa, Brojack, Ugfei. Um, we got Skittles playing. We got Rejack playing. And then we got the flyer coming out Monday with much more support names that I'm excited to share with y'all. Cause yeah, man, I'm fucking excited because we have another show planned after that, and I'm excited to announce that one too, bro. Cause it's if you guys are dubstep bass music fans of right now, uh, it's a good time right now for sure to be in SoCal within these next month or two because we have some shows lined up, especially the Dr. Ozzy one. It's gonna be pretty cool. Um, Burning Forest, October 20th, Humans Ain't Shit, and Supernova are doing that as well. So pull up to that. But October 27th, Dr. Ozzy, and yeah, I got the remixes coming out real soon for Never Wanna Leave. I just got them in yesterday. Gonna be reviewing them tomorrow, and then I'm gonna find out what makes the cut for the official remix EP. I want to thank everyone that submitted. I want to thank everyone that downloaded stems. We had about 100 people download stems. I think that's real fucking crazy. I've already had some people publicly just post the remixes on SoundCloud. I'm checking them out, and I think it's real cool to see the variation of the original. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to everyone who's downloaded it, who streamed it. Really appreciate the support. I think the remixes should be coming out like mid-November, late November, I believe. But yeah, I think that should be about it. Every week, every Thursday, Dawn Talks. Um, what we got live sets coming out soon as well. Got Pam sessions, and a bunch of more stuff, man. I mean, lose the tempo, bro. You already know where you get the content at. So
Facts.
thank you guys for always pulling up every week here at Lose the Tempo. Subscribe to the channel. Give us a thumbs up on the video if you dig the content, and hit the bell alert button to stay notified. So follow us on social media at Lose the Tempo. I'm gonna leave the links in the description, and we'll see you guys on the next episode. Peace.